Hi, friends. It's me and my cat chilling here. I've got a cat. Her name's Pee. Her name's technically Capio, but I call her Pee a lot. And she and I are just chillaxing. We're Manimal. We're a combination of man and animal, and we're chillaxing. That's why this video is titled "When Manimals Chillax." Rachel's still sleeping. She's inside the house. We're not fighting anymore, if you're curious. She seems to have gotten over her little spell of nastiness. I'm not sure what to call it exactly. But it's nice to have her back. It was a good idea for her to spend the night in a hotel, even though when she came back, she said she doesn't like to do that. But it helped us, I think. Anyway, she found a really interesting article about how difficult it is to go out with an INFJ, and it was so right on the money. It was written by an ENTP, and was sort of a I can clearly deduce what you're trying to say there, Winston's mom. You're trying to say that you have a plucky keyboard that's that can no yope. It can't yope any of the wads. I understand that. Okay, I understand that you can't whop any of the wads. Everybody, just listen. Don't expect Winston's mom to yop any of the wads this morning. Okay, she can't yop them. She's just listening and hoping. I guess your G's not working. Am I correct? Or have you just started to go colloquial on ending all your ING words? Anyway, yeah, things are fine between me and Rachel now. Or mostly fine. We had a Memorial Day barbecue yesterday. It was me and Rachel, and that sounds miserable. It's called endurance performance art. Have you guys heard of endurance performance art? Yeah, well, sounds like you weren't impressed with the flat earthers' arguments. Personally, I believe in a Chinese lantern-shaped Earth, shaped like a kind of like a box. It seems to make more sense to me. Makes sense, Guy Gary. That's a good argument. That's a sound argument. Rachel really cleaned up around here yesterday after she got back from the hotel, Holiday Inn. Of course, we played Did You Cheat on Me in our 12 hours apart? No. Did you cheat on me during our 12 hours apart? No. Okay, then. Fine. Well, I mean, I agree. Well, there was when Manimals Attack is a combination of two old TV shows. Okay, there was a TV show. I think it only had like one or two episodes before it was canceled, called Manimal. It was basically like Incredible Hulk, but he turned into an animal of some kind. I'm not sure. Anyway, Manimal is a name of an old TV show that never quite made it. All right, and then there used to be an old TV show called When Animals Attack. So this is a combination of those two TV shows, Manimal and When Animals Attack, plus with some chill pills. Manimal TV show. It only ran from September 30th to December 17th, 1983. The show centers on character Dr. Jonathan Chase, whose actual name is Simon McCorkindale. Simon McCorkindale? McCorkindale? Come on, that cannot possibly be a real name. McCorkindale. Here's the Manimal Wikipedia page, okay? You guys can check it out. It's a real winner of a thing. Why can't you link to Wikipedia pages? Yeah, it only ran from September 30th to December 17th. That's a short-lived show. For every episode except the pilot, actor William Conrad recites the opening narration that tells of Chase's wealthy present life in his early days in Africa with his missionary father, Dr. Jonathan Chase. Wealthy, young, handsome, a man with the brightest futures, a man with the darkest of pasts. From Africa's deepest recesses to the rarefied peaks of Tibet, heir to his father's legacy in the world's darkest mysteries, Jonathan Chase, master of the secrets that divide man from animal, animal from man, Manimal! It starred Melody Anderson as Brooke McKenzie. Brooke McKenzie is such an 80s TV show name. Can you think of a more 80s TV show name than Brooke McKenzie? It's like if you were on TV in the 80s, then there's a decent chance your name was Brooke McKenzie. Now, in contrast, Simon McCorkindale, that's Simon McCorkindale, huh? Is he dead? He died at age 58. Huh. He was on Falcon Crest as well. It's another 80s TV show. Winston's mom is not Scottish. McCorkindale. That's probably a Scottish last name. Okay. If Winston's mom was Winston's mom McCorkindale, then she'd be Scottish. But she's just regular Winston's mom, so she's American. You found a Russian channel. The guy's been dead for several years, which very much reminds me of Eric would even whack here. Well, that's good. I don't want to be known, especially for my wackiness, you know? It's like, I understand that I'm a little bit wacky, but ideally that wouldn't be my salient quality. I mean, I don't mean to be all egotistical and everything, but he's not exactly the proudest. Not exactly the proudest of dead YouTubers make me sad too, except they also kind of make me happy. Hi, Levi Samuels. It's like, it reminds me that no matter what, as long as YouTube exists, I'll exist. I'd like to see you again. Whoa, that's a big lighter. Look at that. Wow, that's a lot of flame. What are you going to do with all that flame, Eric? There's less competition among dead YouTubers. That's probably true right now, but eventually that's not going to be true. Eventually there's going to be huge competition between dead YouTubers. Yesterday, as I mentioned, Delilah came over. It was very good. Very, very good. Made my dad really happy to get the family together, such as it is. We can't have mom with us, obviously, but getting the family together, for my dad's understanding, is me and Delilah and him, plus Delilah and my significant others. So it's it's interesting because it doesn't take a whole lot to make my dad happy, as far as family togetherness and stuff goes. It was me and Rachel. It was basically Hawaii. It was a reunion of the Hawaii trip, except the difference was Cameron was there, and Cameron is a good partner for my dad. Basically, Cameron and my dad love to talk to each other. Oh, that's right. Kankan Krishna Sarma Pagu is gonna marry Winston's mom's useless son. That is so great. We're gonna find a use for you guys, okay? INFJ, INTP, you are talking about a truly useless relationship. Between two people who are not really into being useful. But you know what? I like it personally. And I am looking forward to attending the wedding when Kankan Krishna Sarmapagu becomes Kankan Krishna Sarmapagu Winston's mom. Mrs. Kankan Krishna Sarmapagu Winston's mom's son. That's your new last name, is Winston's mom's son. What was I about to Google? Oh yeah, I was gonna put that thing that you put there. It's the pia and the pia and the pia and the pia. All of that stuff, plus more. I'm gonna mute here so I can watch a little bit of this without getting copyrighted. That's sad that he's dead. That is sad. Oh my God, you guys are gonna have elephants at your wedding? You are so making it not fair for everybody else. How are we gonna compete with that? We gotta quick, Ghost Rider, quick, hide these African elephants for me. You gotta hide them someplace. Put them under the rug or something. Stop calling me a simp, Skygear. I don't like that. Elephants would be fun at a wedding until they start trampling people. Just until they start trampling people, then they're not fun anymore. Oh, different from African Indian elephants. I mean, I miscontinented my elephants. I miscontinented my elephants is a good sentence. Cleaning up after them. Zaylin, I have got a job for you. I have got a special job for you. Okay? First of all, Levi Samuels, can you be responsible for getting all the colored dust that we're going to throw at each other since we're having an Indian wedding? We're going to need a lot of colored dust to throw at each other. Please don't get glitter this time. Last time you came back with glitter and it got all over everything. This is exciting planning King and Krishna Sarma Pagu's marriage to Winston's mom's son. All right. Lyra Pajinkle, you're responsible for the tandoori chicken. Everybody knows it's not an Indian wedding unless you have plenty of tandoori chicken. KK Christian Sarmapagu, can I give you jobs too? Or since you're the bride, you don't have any jobs? I'm not sure. We only got like 9 people here, so I'm going to have to be handing out a lot of jobs to various people. Tandoori chicken and biryani. Biryani, I'm not sure what that one is, but I know what tandoori chicken is. I've had it plenty of times before. It's delicious. You Indians know how to cook your tandoori chicken and tandooris. Ain't no disputing that. We're definitely going to have a lot of cheese. We're going to get some Tillamook baby loaves. That's going to be the centerpiece thing on each table is a Tillamook baby loaf. And, you know, at the end of the wedding, you get to take it home with you. That would be much better than Fowlers. Indian food is quite amazing. It's the only vegetarian food I can eat and feel filled up by. When I eat vegetarian Indian food, I don't notice that I'm eating vegetarian food. You know? It's the only vegetarian food in the world that is adequately meat-like. I know, their bread's the bomb. Shockingly, I don't know if you're aware of this, I'm pretty sure they do that without yeast. I've been looking for yeast now for weeks, and been completely unable to find any. I've been trying to encourage Rachel to get a yeast infection so I can just grab something down there, but no dice so far. Beer and fries are vegetarian too. Well, that's true. I had to drink O'Doul's yesterday because the line to get into other places where they had better non-alcoholic beer was too long. So I just settled on O'Doul's. It was actually quite good. O'Doul's isn't bad. It's not bad. It's better than Old Milwaukee Best's non-alcoholic beer. For sure. Yeah, if you're going to eat vegetarian food, you might as well eat Indian food because it'll at least fill you up. Unlike every other vegetarian food, which leaves you starving. And nobody likes to starve. Except for the starving lovers. New this fall, after Manimal on Channel 4. The starving lovers. People who love starving. Oh, I couldn't eat another bite. I am just loving this starving to death too much. Me too. Get a metal toast mold, like bread dough. Insert molds in the toaster. I don't think that's going to work right here. I love the idea, okay? I absolutely love the idea of it. But you're going to have some very thin dough. It has to be a very thin mold, right? If it's thin enough, it might not be undercooked. Maybe it would work. See, I was going to say I don't think it's going to work. As soon as you said it was undercooked, I go ENTP, no, maybe not. Most vegetarian food is just mushy vegetables. Who cares about vegetables? Nobody. But Indian food tastes like food, Tastes like real food. Now, granted, I'm not a huge fan of the toss a little yogurt in there move of Indian food. I'm going to go ahead and offer a little critique here. If your shit's too spicy, the solution is not toss a little yogurt on it. Make it a little less spicy, maybe. So, the obsession that Indians have with yogurting to reduce spice, no. I'm going to have to say no about that. It's too much yogurt. Yeah, it's a classic India move. Toss some yogurt on it. If you go out to like a hamburger place with an Indian person, you go like, my hamburger, it doesn't have any sauces on it. But they'll bust out a container of yogurt and just pour it on your burger for you real quick. They're yogurt obsessed peoples. I just can't get enough. That's why in Indian neighborhoods there's always a shortage of yogurt at the supermarket. I like fruit at the bottom kind of yogurt, flavory yogurt. The other day, Rachel and I got kefir at Whole Foods, but she didn't get because I had mentioned how I like kefir, but she didn't get the flavored kind. She got the unflavored kind. It's still pretty good. It's kind of weirdly refreshing for milk, which is an odd phenomenon. It's like, is this milk or is it alcohol or... if you've never had kefir, it's a staple of my childhood. My mom used to go down to the Altadena Dairy, the drive-through Altadena Dairy down here, and she'd get whatever she had to get at the dairy, and then she'd get for me. I always asked for strawberry kefir, which I just thought was delicious. And I still think it's pretty damn good. The plain kefir is pretty good. It's got to be an acquired taste though. It's so strange. And I have it so infrequently now that I think it's Norwegian. It's a very specific kind of Norwegian, whatever it is, bacteria that gets into the milk that makes it yogurt. It's got this weird... Well, I gotta look it up. I gotta look up the Wikipedia page on Um, why did Manimal die so soon? Why did that show end so soon? Dr. Jonathan Chase. Episode 1 of Manimal, 90-minute pilot. When a group of thieves devise a plan to hijack a shipment of nerve gas, Detective Brooke McKenzie must stop them. She teams up with Dr. Jonathan Chase, a man that knows the secrets that divide man and animal and has trained in an African technique that allows them to transform into different animals. Episode 2. A Bulgarian ambassador hides behind his immunity status to smuggle illegal goods into the country. Guest stars Richard Lynch as Zoltan Gregory, David Hess as William. Zoltan Gregory is the villain's name. Episode 3, Night of the Scorpion. While being interrogated by Russian agents at the location of a list, a man dies from a truth serum drug. A note and $2 million are left to his daughter, Terry. Jonathan, Brooke, and Ty must protect Terry while trying to locate the list before the Russian agents do. Number 4, female of the species. After a girl is found living with wolves in the forest of Sultanpur, India, she is the topic of discussion at a local university where she's being held. When an attempt is made on her life, Jonathan takes her into his care and protection. Her identity must be found in order to discover what is trying to kill her. Note, this episode had an almost identical storyline to a 1986 episode of The Wizard entitled Endangered Species, as well as a 1994 episode of the same name in Thunder in Paradise. All 3 episodes were written by Michael Burke and Douglas Schwartz. Wow, they really reworked that one idea, huh? Now, episode 5, when a horse trainer recognizes her stolen horse in a race, Jonathan helps her try to recover it. That sounds like a nice plot idea. 6, Scrimshaw. While at the beach, Jonathan and the others discover a scrimshaw in the clutches of a skeleton. They begin investigating a local bar where they discover someone who has been looking for it for their whole life. With Mino Pellucci as Corky Morgan and Keenan Wynn as Sea Dog Morgan. Manimal sounds like an incredible show. Manimal is not well regarded by many TV reviewers. John Jonva's book, The Best of Science Fiction TV, included Manimal in its list of the worst science fiction shows of all time, along with Space 1999, Lost in Space, Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, and The Star Lost. TV Guide also ranked Manimal number 15 on their list of the 50 worst TV shows of all time in 2002. Manimal was the subject of much sarcastic ribbing on fellow NBC show Late Night with David Letterman, including a nearly 9-minute segment called Manimal, Show at the Crossroads, that aired November 8, 1983, when it was announced Manimal would be put on hiatus. After a detailed recounting of the show's plots and a call to NBC headquarters to determine if the show would be brought back, a psychic was brought in to predict Manimal's future. The verdict was nope, not on another network, not on syndication, not on home cassettes. It's a ghost. It's history. It's vapor. In September 2012, it was reported that Sony is developing a live-action CGI film based on Manimal. In 2014, Deadline Hollywood reported the film will be produced by Will Ferrell and Adam McKay. But I don't know if it's if it's really going to happen or not. That's great to hear, though, that they're going to revive Manimal. Great to hear. We've been without you for too long, Manimal. Oh, you've been watching it, man. I've never seen it. I've just heard about it, I guess. A Manimal Panther transformation sequence? I'm so curious that, okay, so he learned an African technique to turn into other animals, right? Why don't we see any of the Africans who know this technique being superheroes? But, it's because they don't have his wealthy philanthropist background. Okay, I've got to see what you're talking about here. I have to see it now. You've told me that it's some impressive special effects. Wow. That's really strange. It makes me want to see more Manimal. For sure. Simon McCorkindale. That cannot possibly be his real name. As Brooke Michael D. Roberts is Rennie Santoni and Lieutenant Rivera. Oh, Brooke, you're so tough. Simon McCorkindale. Turn into a hawk. Turn into a snake. Oh, you got mud all over you. Hi, kitty. You're manimaling with me, aren't you? I love you. Oh, you're such a rich playboy type guy. You're dancing with the detective. Oh, it's a flashback to his childhood when his dad dies, and it's just Simon McCorkindale who learns to become a panther. Huh. Manimal. It looks like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a fabulous, fabulous show. Actress Susan George and her husband, actor Simon McCorkindale. Hey! um, if she's married to Simon McCorkindale, why isn't her name Susan McCorkindale? Hmm? We lived off banana and dark chocolate of the indulgent line of yogurts. Discontinued yogurt lines. You truly are an SI Dom, Jalen Black. If you spend your evening looking up discontinued lines of yogurt that you enjoyed when you were a child, you just might be an SI Dom. Um, well, you know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, they say. Hey, look, it's Anchor Jason Blood. Confirmed ENTP. Well, it's like, and you can see SI doesn't even require an SI Dom to be into that shit. I wanted to Google the other night, or look on YouTube. I never actually did it, didn't get around to it, but I wanted to look up summer fruits that wouldn't be summer without them. Does anybody else remember summer fruits that wouldn't be summer without them? The song about summer fruits that used to play on TV. Summer fruits, it wouldn't be summer without them. Taste them and see, it's pleasant to be. Summer fruits, it wouldn't be summer without them. Anybody else remember summer fruits? I want to find somebody on YouTube, probably has put up there the summer fruits song. Maybe I'm the only one who remembers it. I don't know. There's a portion of my childhood in which every summer, for a couple of summers anyway, that commercial would come on. Summer fruits, it wouldn't be summer without them. Let me see if I can find it. I'll put it in quotes. Summer fruits jingle. It wouldn't. Summer fruits jingle. Here it is. Oh, it's from 1985. Okay, this one here in 1985. So I was 14 years old when summer fruits jingle existed. Summer fruits, summer. California peaches are here at last. Here's a plums one.
I can't imagine summer without fresh California plums. Fresh from the tree, taste of the sea.
Some plums are good in the
One of
summer.
the things that makes summer special. You won't want to miss them this summer.
No, we won't. We don't want to miss them. Maybe that's just a California thing. I don't know. Is that a California thing? Summer fruits, it wouldn't be summer without them. I am in a cheerful mood today. You know, the what's that? Is quiescent? What does quiescent mean? Quiescent. Yes. The quiescence. The quiescence of conflict. Because really, for me, conflict results in quiescence. Well, I took it as a period of inactivity. BRB. Okay, Ghost Rider. BRB. When I am not in a good place FI wise, so when I have bad FI, if I feel bad, if my feelings are hurt, or I don't feel as though my relationship is locked into place or whatever, then what was I talking about? Oh yeah, being in a better mood. Well, yeah. If I'm not listen, if generally I'm in a pretty good mood. If there's not something bringing me down, and the only thing that can really bring me down is relationship problems. But I'm not that depressive. I mean, there are times when I just wake up fighting for no reason. I have my moods that go along with my drug cycles, but but by and large, I'm happy as a default state, or at least not unhappy. One of the things I think was very useful in the way that our fighting, or whatever you want to call it, conflict the last few days played out is, Rachel found this really good article written by an ENTP about how people have the wrong idea about INFJs, and they're actually quite difficult to be in a relationship with, and they're blah, 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 blah. And it was, brilliantly argued position. Now that guy who wrote it says he's with an INFJ currently still, and he's just sort of sharing what I'll try to find it, or I'll ask Rachel to send it to me. Maybe she's even listening inside. I don't know. If she is, maybe she can send it to me. The main issue that I think he identifies in there is this external locus of control, that things happen to INFJs. They don't make decisions about things. But regardless, the kind of breakthrough moment, I hope, was Rachel. When she and I are not getting along, or when she's not acting like herself exactly, she's doing battle with me on the external metaphysical plane. I'm supposed to be telling the stories, and she's supposed to be correcting them. But instead, she's trying to play opposite story person. Like, Skygear, I thought that for a long time too. You still might be right. I haven't completely I don't think so though. I just don't. He'd have to be. He's too good at faking a specific kind of dumb. Now he's not a dumb person, but it'd be he. It's you can't fake that particular kind of deficit over and over and over and over and over again successfully without ever slipping up. I just don't buy it. Okay, well then I won't cross your boundaries, Edgar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for touching your boundaries. Don't touch my boundaries. Stop fondling my boundaries. Boundary fondle. 5 yards. So the sort of breakthrough was me pointing out that, like, look, I'm supposed to be the ENTP in this relationship. I'm supposed to be the one telling the story about what this relationship is. And if you go out and find other ENTPs to pit against me, then you're not working as a teammate on the shared narrative. We're not on the same page, you know. So, my spite monkeys. I've got spite monkeys, you know, people who just absolutely despise me because I don't know why exactly. There's there's a variety of explanations that one might make. Winston's mom typically explains it pretty well, but she can't really do that today because she's had dental surgery and can't speak clearly. It's my spite monkeys. They're dedicated towards trying to do me whatever damage they can. Thanks, Levi Samuels. Well, Sky Gear, I think what it's indicative of is how important it is to learn to lose. Um, it's like you gotta be graceful in accepting some losses in life. You can't always. No, Rachel didn't really have dental work. I meant to say Winston's mom. If I said Rachel, I spoke wrong. Uh, I meant to say Winston's mom had dental work, and that's why she can't speak clearly right now. She didn't really have dental work. She just has a broken keyboard. It was a joke. It was a complicated joke, an unnecessarily complicated joke that probably was confusing more than anything else. Yeah, well, Jason Blood, you said it, not me, but I tend to agree that there's a certain duplicitous self righteousness to the spike monkeys. The thing is, yeah. See that? No, it sounds like an NE dumb talking. That's a nice turn of phrase, you know. You got to respect the turn of phrase in and of itself, outside of its fanciness. Oh, kitty, you are so special. Can you come here and say hello to the people? Oh, to the people, yes. Eddie loves you. Yes, he does. And I know you don't want me to hold you. I'm sorry. I just wanted to show you to the people. The people. I'm part of the people too. I get to see you with my eyes though, and they don't get to see you with their eyes. Oh, kitty, you're licking your paw. She's playing paw lick right now. These camera is not well suited to be moved around right now because when cleaning up yesterday, Rachel kind of smushed everything together here. Skyler's not in college. He doesn't need no stinking college. He's already got his PhD in being rad. You're in high school? Shit. I always forget how many young people there are come around here, you know? Who's Anton Petrov? I don't know. Anton Petrov. I want to see who Anton Petrov is. Anton Petrov. Oh, he explains math and stuff, huh? That's cool. That's good. That's a useful thing to explain. Fermi bubbles. Likely story, Fermi bubbles. You mean God? I'm pretty sure what he means is God when he said Fermi bubbles. Oh, kiddiness. Your kiddiness is astonishing me again. I'm constantly being re-astonished by your beauty. For the billionth time. You're constantly beauty astonishing me. For the trillion billionth times. Yes. Oh, yes. I know. I see your manimal ways. Do you know that this what appears to be a kitty here is actually Simon McCorkindale transformed into a cat? It's true. Oh, beauty. Oh, beauty cat. What a beauty cat. Do you guys see the incarnation of beauty before you? Called my kitty kitty? My cat is an ISFP, Levi. She only likes a couple of people, basically me and Rachel. And she only likes you on her terms. She's a great lover when she wants to be on her terms. And she is no giving. She just takes. But, you know, she also cares about your feelings. Like if I'm sad, she'll come over and comfort me. With her loves. And she loves a face skin pull. Yes, she's a very good and special kitty. She's one of the best judges of character I know as well. If Kitty likes you, you're good. You're all good. Because Kitty doesn't like no meowity meows. Kitty's very particular. And you know, Kitty probably loves Rachel even more than she loves me. Goodbye, Ken Krishna Sarma Pagoo. Nice seeing you again, and thank you for the 3 pink flowers. I appreciate those. I'm going to wear one here, one right here. Just as long as you remember, Jason Blood, all cosmological explanations, the answer is God. Okay? I don't want any more astronomy links in this chat. The Earth is the center of the universe, and everything revolves around it. Everybody knows that. Okay? This is a geocentric universe channel. Earth is the center. Everything else revolves around it. That's how God made it. So, anybody posting anything to the contrary will be immediately banned. Anywho, this is a non-amphetamine stream. I've been off of amphetamines for a while now. I'm pretty much fully rested, I would say. Pretty fully rested. But also a little restless, possibly. A little bit restless. It's post-sleepy week. It's normal week, you might call it. Or you might call it gradually more antsy week. I don't know. I'm hit and miss about. I'm not hit and miss. I'm back and forth about how much I really want to continue doing Adderall. But how was I in my 30s? I was drunk. I was working or drunk, or unemployed at home raising Delilah for part of that time period too. It was a chaotic decade for me. I had to get my shit together. I wasn't certainly wouldn't call myself a healthy person in my 30s. I wouldn't call myself optimal at all. I'd say it was a very non-optimal form of me. I didn't have cognitive functions. I didn't have any. I see an ENTP really needs to have the ability to engage with a lot of people ideationally. Like YouTube's afforded me that opportunity, and it really makes all the difference. You know, it's like all of a sudden you go from thinking that people should listen to you. You know, like God, I wish people would pay attention to me a little bit more because I keep watching these things and people keep saying stupid shit, and surely I must be able to do a little bit better than that. But just not believing, just fundamentally not believing in anything, not having real hope or faith or anything, just like assuming that it would always be the same way. And you're not doomed to always be the same way. That's the thing. That's the thing that makes the difference between somebody who's actualizing, quote unquote, optimizing, whatever you want to say, and not. Do you believe things are always going to be the same way? And that's the story I was telling before. And that's not the story I'm telling any longer. Ideational activity here is very non-existent. I wouldn't say so. Ideational activity here is very, not complete a sentence, is very easy, very automatic. You know, when I go to live stream in the morning, it's not because I want to talk about anything in particular. It's because I want to talk about things. And somebody will come on here and say words that give me a subject to talk about. That's where the SE link to NE comes in. The seeking out of things to talk about. So I could do it from a straightforward SE perspective of just like looking around talking about avocado trees because I see one right there. But this is kind of a way of doing that same thing, but on the external metaphysical plane instead of the external physical plane. And it's different and distinct than if I came in with something I wanted to talk about. That would be an SI link to NE where this happened and I want to talk about it. This is my impression, my experience, and I want to talk about it. That's a good distinction of SI versus SE. You know, like when I'm operating like this, where Zaylen said, I think that's any conversation steering, or I like people to provide topics I can run with and think about. That's an any frame. So when I say it's like using SE, but the thing is, what I'm trying to get a point at is any takes its beginning spot from something. It either takes it from outside of itself, in which case it's basically taking it by a SE, even if it's just more any on the metaphysical plane, or it's taking it from inside, in which case it's taking it from SI. Listen, this is the it sector, okay? The it sector. Women's makeup. App development. Yeah, app development. If I had a lot of money, I'd get a certain thing I'm working on developed properly. My so-called Nook Lab. See you later, Levi. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. I'm actually going to follow in your footsteps here. I'm going to wrap it up and go inside and lie down with Rachel. We're still kind of in a wound licking phase, I think. So it may involve licking something else. Talk to you later.